What's going on, guys, and welcome back to LOI TV. Now, I've been asked a good few times about where the Bohemians career mode has gone, and today I will be answering that question. The answer to the question is basically EA have ruined the game. First two episodes of the career mode were going pretty smoothly, had a good start to the season, and I was playing on the ultimate difficulty, which was difficult, but I was enjoying it. I was winning a lot of games, and we were having fun, and we were doing well in the league. And then I switched it on to record the third episode of the series. Our first matchup was away to Finn Harps, and all of a sudden before half time I'm 5-0 down, and I'm thinking this isn't right. I know Finn Harps is a tough place to go away from home, but they aren't the best side in the game. They're probably expected to finish down the bottom of the Irish League, so this was very strange. So it resulted in me just switching off my Xbox, and from there on out I was just really turned off from the whole idea of getting the Bohemians career mode up and running. But in this whole isolation period, it has got me thinking about it would be a really good series to have on the channel right now, and it could be a good thing for you guys to be watching, given the circumstances with the league not being on and stuff like that. So I have looked into things that could help with this ultimate difficulty, because I don't want the career mode to be easy. I don't want it to be too hard either, so I wanted to find the right balance. So I found 3 videos from Sparring, DK, Cutsy, and a guy called Brad as well. So in this episode we are trying out all 3 different sliders in each game, and then we start playing games towards the end with the preferred sliders that I judged from playing with the 3 games. So I hope you guys do get on board behind that, and if you have any recommendations for me in terms of sliders and stuff, let me know down in the comments below. I will leave the link to the videos that I do talk about and use in this video. I'll leave the link for all them down in the description down below. So yeah, nothing else to do but to jump right into the video, guys. I hope you do enjoy. Please like, share, and most importantly subscribe. So yeah, of course this is the second time we've played against Finn Harps now. Obviously you didn't see the first time because I was smoked like 5-0 or something like that. But on this one we are using the Sparring DK sliders, and Finn Harps did start brightly with James Talbot making a great save from Nathan Boyle, but they did actually take the lead not long after. A little bit of a mistake at the back, and they capitalised on that. But with this one the main thing for me with this one was the passing just felt really hard. I think because it's low level players, it can be really difficult, but we did actually find ourselves equalising with Glenn McCauley, a fantastic strike, and it was actually a nice move, and it did feel an awful lot better than the ultimate did feel with the slider changes. But it was still very difficult passing, like there for example with Chris Twardick. That was a terrible pass, and then that for a penalty to give away is so annoying. There's nothing I could do about it. It just tripped over me, and Rafael Crotaro then slotted it away well. James Talbot actually did get close to that, but it was a good finish. And then look at that, this passing, this sums it up really. Look at this, those 2 passes there, like it was all felt so off. It was really hard to get any sort of rhythm going, and then James Talbot made another great save there. Second half, there's another, that just sums up the quality of the half. It was a really bad half from that lunny pass, and then they did make it 3-1 Finn Harps in the end, and they did take all 3 points. Then we moved into the Sligo game. Now this has Cutsy Gaming sliders on it, and this one was really difficult. Early chance for Buckley there, but I felt like because this was on the ultimate difficulty with slightly changed, but they did still feel really pacey and powerful. Romeo Parks felt really strong, and it was really hard to stop. He was constantly getting in behind and just causing so many problems like this, and he was just a thorn in my side really, and he could be a player I might look to bring in actually in the future. But and then Sligo did go 2-0 up here, and I was worrying about a bad beating in this one, to be honest, and they did, I think, grab a 3rd goal before half time. Very unlucky, and that nearly resulted in me turning off my Xbox, that rebound. But we did change up the formation, went with a 4-2-4, but I was really struggling with these sliders to contain the likes of Romeo Parks and stuff, and yeah, they were just too fast and too strong, and they're so clinical in front of goal as well, and they did make it 4-0 not long after half time. I think they did take a 5th here as well. An own goal from Paddy Kirk kind of summed up the feeling around Dalymount Park. 5-0 down to Sligo, and for an own goal he's celebrating like he scored the goal himself. But we did have a slight chance here on the left hand side with Chris Twardick running in behind against his old club. He found Glenn McCauley, but we were just unlucky. That kind of sums us up in front of goal, and we couldn't really catch a break in this game. Now look at the pace here. You just can't catch him in the middle there as well. You just can't catch them even with the slider changes, and they did make it 6-0. So yeah, it was a very embarrassing game, and But I said I'd ride it out and just see how it went, because we do need to try and find the right formula here. James Talbot made a fantastic save to finish the game. 6-0 loss, hard to take, and moved into massive Brad sliders then. And they were quite similar to Cutty's, so I was worried. And look at that for a header. Quality goal from Pats to start the game off. But we did have a chance to equalise. Oh no, we didn't actually. They countered us straight away. Look at the pace from Usain Burns here. He was constantly just absolutely rapid, and I can't even think of who that is in real life, but look at the pace, and then slots it in behind, and then they're just clinical, just smashing it home. From my own corner, they just do that straight down the other end, and Usain Burns again on the ball, and look at that pace, like that's silly. Dan Casey can't keep up, and we did. I think we came out to Jamie Lennon at the edge of the box now. Dan O'Mandrew did have a chance. He went clean through on goal and was blocked, so it was just one of those games I couldn't really catch a break. Then Glenn McCauley had a heavy touch here, and the keeper does do well, to be fair, and it goes out agonisingly for a goal kick. Then Usain Burns, another constant problem for us on that right hand side. Got the ball and swung it to the back post. Ian Birmingham kept it alive for Ronan Hale, and it was a good save from James Talbot. James Talbot, a very busy man in these last few games, but that is such an annoying goal to concede. So frustrating. Like, did have a chance with Danny Grant on the right. He pulled it back from Mandrew, who hit the post. Another one that it's just not our day when that kind of things happen. Then Usain Burns, to add insult to injury, swung it in, and they made it 4-0 coming up to the 80th minute mark. We did actually grab a consolation through Glenn McCauley in the 90th minute, but it was the 3 points. We're staying with the Inchicore side. We just tried a game on Legendary, because I was getting hammered, so I just said, how hard is Legendary? Maybe I'm just really bad at the game now. So we did load up Legendary, and we did. I did feel a huge difference. Like, the difference between Ultimate and Legendary is absolutely insane. We took an early lead through Glenn McCauley, great finish, and then he doubled our advantage soon after. Glenn McCauley was very, very good in this game, and he smashed home, great finish. But the difference between Legendary and Ultimate is absolutely stupid. If any of you guys been playing on Ultimate Legendary or have a career mode going, let me know what you think. But Dan O'Mandrew made it 3-0 at the 35 minute mark, and it was just silly. Like, it was very, they were creating some chances. It wasn't an easy game in terms of, they had a couple of chances and stuff, but we did kind of cut through them like butter a good few times, and Dan O'Mandrew did make it 4-0 before half time, and it was just, the difference is insane. Like, I don't know how FIFA can justify the ultimate difficulty, to be honest. But yeah, we did continue on in the second half with Danny Grant on the right hand side, and he got the assist for Glenn McCauley's hat-trick, and it was 5-0 after 56 minutes, and it was just so easy, really. And we were constantly putting the pressure on. Keith Buckley heads just over, and yeah, we kind of just saw it out. Dan O'Mandrew with the last chance of the game, and it was a comfortable enough save, but it was a very easy 5-0 win. So we did the first sliders, sparring DK sliders, we slightly adjust them to make it a tiny bit easier. Liam Scales making his debut there against Dundalk, fires over the bar. He joined the club a while back but has been injured so far, but they did take the lead through Pat Hoban. Absolutely clinical, great play by Patrick McAnally in the lead up to the goal as well. But Glenn McCauley did have a chance to get us back on level terms, and it did feel a lot better. I'd adjusted the passing and stuff a little bit as well, and Mandrew did follow up to equalise against Dundalk, and it felt kind of fair for the first time in a while. It felt like the right sliders, and we were very sloppy here at the back, and Dundalk did capitalise. You can't do that, and look how clinical they are in front of goal. Great finish, to be fair, and that was Dundalk leading going into half time. Then Glenn McCauley had a chance to equalise in early in the second half. Glenn McCauley went clean through on goal, and he probably should have scored, but it was a great save from Gary Rogers. And but it did feel fair. But they look at their high press. Their high press was a constant problem for me. They were really putting me under a lot of pressure. But we did break out, and Chris Twardick had a chance, but he just put it wide with a finesse shot. But Dundalk kept coming. John Mountney, great save from James Talbot, a bit of an unorthodox one, but Glenn McCauley did get in behind again, and he hasn't been great in front of goal. He's missed a couple of chances in this game, and he does go ahead and miss this one again, but it does luckily fall to Chris Twardick, who gets a huge goal, a great equaliser, and I'll definitely take a point from this game. Dundalk are obviously the best team in the league, so it was a game that I'll definitely take a point from. We did change things up a little bit, bringing in Andre Wright for McCauley and Livingston for Lunny, but look at this for a goal. Last second of the game, Georgie Kelly, absolutely agonising 98 minute winner, and Michael Duffy. It was a great ball from Gannon initially to Michael Duffy. Michael Duffy ball across right away, and Georgie Kelly, if you can bring him off the bench, you know you have options in your team, and we didn't have a chance to get a goal ourselves, so it did finish 3-2, but it felt a lot better And we did go ahead and stick with these sliders for the St. Pat's game, our second time playing Pats in this episode. And we did get off to a bright start. Macaulay pulled it back and Mandrew gave us the lead. And I was thinking, this is the right sliders, like this is it. 1-0 up, huge goal. Because Pats would be kind of competitors for that top 3 finishes, which we're aiming for. Lunny had a good chance as well, but we were sloppy at the back, and Ronan Hale had a chance in behind, and he made no mistake finding Usain Burns, who found Chris Forrester, who equalised for St. Pat's. Disappointing goal to concede ahead of half time. But we did have a small chance ourselves before the break, and it was just headed just wide. Now, early in the second half, James Talbot picked out Danny Grant. There's a lovely kick from the goalkeeper, and Danny Grant went clean through on goal. Huge chance, and there's a really weak effort, and it was so annoying, that shot. I couldn't believe it didn't go in. And then Pat's on the break in behind her, still very efficient with their shooting, let's say, and Jamie Lennon made it 2-1 after 60 minutes, and I was thinking, oh, this all over again. But some lovely play here from Bohs. Lunny back heel back to Twardick, and it was a great save from Brandon Clark, but we were putting the pressure on them, and Macaulay found James Finnerty, and it was just blocked. Like, it just wasn't clicking into gear. But the sliders do feel a lot better and a lot more realistic, and probably the thing I should be doing. But James Talbot with some terrible play there, and it did give Pats an opportunity with Ronan Hale, and the ball did fall eventually to Jamie Lennon at the edge of the box from Connor Clifford, and he struck it so well and it hit the bar, and we just about got rid of it. We just about survived and stayed in the game. Then this late tackle from Andy Lyons, I thought that's a bit harsh, and he was eventually sent off. A straight red for that. It seemed a little bit harsh given it's a Dublin derby, let him away with it. But we changed the formation up a bit to a 3-4-2 with Andy Lyons in midfield, who was sent off, of course. So our last chance kind of was with Twardick down the left hand side, and he passed it straight to the goalkeeper, and that was it. St. Pat's with a huge 2-1 win to finish the episode off. Terrible episode in terms of results, but a big one in terms of the rest of the season, because this side of situation is going to be what makes or breaks the whole career mode series, really. So what do you guys think? Do you think I'm playing on with the right sliders now? The last 2 games are the ones I'm thinking of continuing on with. We are in 5th in the league at the moment with 18 points on 12 games, a lot worse off than we were at the start of the season, but we will move on to games with Sligo, and we'll play the whole of November in the next episode as well with a cup game. It's a quarter-final match against Dundalk. We also have a Dublin derby in there and a few other matches as well. So yeah, guys, if you did enjoy the video, please make sure to drop a like on it down below. Make sure to subscribe, and yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Catch us in a bit.